Police who the bad boys are that took your belongings. License E50.
You've been dreaming of that new workshop, horse barn, or extra storage space? Now let Sutherland's make it a reality. Hi, this is Jeremy, sales manager at Sutherland's. From deluxe post frame packages to custom horse sheds, we have it all. And the best part, you don't have to lift a finger. Our expert crews handle the entire installation. Quality you can trust and service that's been family owned since 1917. 4 stores in Arkansas: Fort Smith, Huntsville, Hot Springs, and Stuttgart. Visit Sutherlands.com or stop by your local store today for a free estimate. No matter the project, we're here to help, because at Sutherland's, home starts here.
KERX Paris Fort Smith. The Bud Light Countdown is on. Arkansas football begins in 95 days.
If everybody had a home across the USA, then everybody...
Summer vacation.
It's summer vacation.
Summer is a time of plenty. It was a happy time that summer.
Here's the summer.
Spend our summers here.
That's fun here. It must be summer.
Here, get a summer beach body.
You sure can tell summer's here.
I'm not going to be here this summer like all summer, basically. Maybe you're going to have a great summer.
That's great. Summer camp, here we come.
Best summer vacation ever!
The best summer of my life.
This is gonna be the best summer ever.
I wish this summer would never end. And that's why it was the best summer ever.
It's gonna be our best summer ever, buddy.
Live from the Michelob Ultra Studios. Produced by Colton Little.
With Ty Richardson and Tommy Kraft.
This is The Morning Rush.
All right, so when the baseball season ends, it really feels like that summer has gotten underway. Sure feels like with the heat outside, right? It's going to be 90-plus degrees. And
get that Bermuda growing.
And we had a lot
Get
of
that grass growing.
a lot of rain lately. I don't know. I know we'll have some rain this weekend.
We ain't had enough rain. We need more rain.
You're pro rain on this show, more often than not.
Everything dies without water, Ty, including us. So we need water.
Including us.
Yeah. So I'm pro rain, yes.
Do you have...
I'm anti-flood, but I'm pro rain.
So you did the spring break thing. Colton, I know you're going to be doing something with the fam, I think in Hot Springs coming up in a few weeks. Do we have summer plans?
What did I do for spring break? New York, yeah. That's, you know. I everything seems like Scotland. I have no summer plans. We're going to the river for our family get-together, and then we got a quick weekend in August in Chicago. We have no other... The kids run the summer. I mean, I had to take Dylan to football practice this morning.
Yeah. Back up early.
Yeah, we've been doing this. This wasn't the first day. We got through next week on that. We got cheer practice against night. And do you think that the cheer schedule for Abigail and the football schedule for Dylan, do you think those connect well and that the off dates are identical? No.
I'm guessing no.
No. So, no, we get to go nowhere, It's called raising kids.
Well,
chasing kids around.
There are. I have nieces and nephews. That's the closest thing I have to an offspring. And my family is all in Santa Rosa.
That's nowhere near.
My family is all in Santa Rosa, with the exception of me. They were like, "Oh, we're doing this." I was like, "When is it?" Well, that's Arkansas will be playing baseball then. I mean, you just assume that Arkansas is going to be at least in the second weekend. We can talk about some of the outcomes yesterday that had frustrated fans even more because they'd be hosting this weekend if they had gone by Kansas. But I feel like in summertime, you mentioned rain, bodies of water, we always flock to them. Lakes, neighborhood pools. I know you got a pool in your backyard. Beach. Everyone takes a trip at some point to the Redneck Riviera. I've said, and it's
what?
Redneck Riviera. I've said, and it's a contested take on this show. I prefer going to the lake than I do the beach. But it seems like in some way, shape, or form, people slide that into their summer plans.
Well, I know Norfolk's going to be in my future. I'll go to the river, go to the lake. I don't think I'm going to make a beach this year. It's been a few years since been to the beach, but I think a lot of people do driving trips this year.
Do you have, and because of just gas costs and everything else, do you have a specific beach that you go to?
Sand Island, Norfolk Lake. That's my beach. Moon Bay, right across the lake there. That's about as close to the beach as I'm going to get. Near Jordan Marina.
I've seen. I've got some friends that live in Chicago, and like the Concrete Beach. I don't know what it's called, but they make frequent trips out there. That just doesn't seem
slabs.
Yeah, that just seems. It's like nonsensical to me. If I'm going to go to a beach, and I know it's convenient for them, I don't know if that was that would be for me.
Yeah. Hey, whether you're going to the beach or going to the lake or the pool, take us along with the Hit That Line Now app. It's powered by Taco Bell. You can listen live there this morning. You can watch this show. Wave at them on the camera, Ty. Everyone watching. Ty is here in person. Colton's right over there. He's not on camera. No, he's not. But I promise you, he's here. You can watch. You can listen. You can listen to podcast. Connect with us on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline and a lot more. It's the Hit That Line Now app powered by Taco Bell. If you're craving something cheesy, saucy, or even crunchy, Taco Bell has you covered.
Dennis in Springdale just got back from a long weekend at Disney World. My family has done that.
So Dennis is broke.
Yeah. He says, yuck. I just never, as a kid, and I know there's like Universal Studios, you've got Disney World, Disneyland. I went to Six Flags, I guess, as a kid, which, by the way, some dude got eternally, like, not allowed to go there anymore because he was eating, like, chicken nuggets on the roller coaster. I was reading up on a story. Those type of family trips, the amount of money you spend, the ROI just does not seem there. I mean, I feel like you're $15,000 in easily. With like
Depends on how you do it. Depends on how you do it. But I have looked at that, and we can go do a lot of things. Because just tickets for like 5 days at the Disney parks, it's going to run you $1,000, $1,200 a head.
Per person, or?
That's what a head means. Yeah.
Okay, well,
so like 5 days, you're going to spend you're going to spend $4,000 to $5,000 for a family of four on tickets just to get in. So yeah, you're right. By the time you fly, and depending on where you stay, I mean, I don't know if you got to go high end 15, but you can spend 10 without even trying.
If you do want to go, though, Ty, I do know some people that work at the Disney parks, and they can get you in. They can use their their pass.
Little discount.
Really?
Yeah, that's how I got in for my honeymoon. Very easy.
You honeymooned at Disney?
Yeah, I did it. We went down to South Florida, went to Miami, did Disney, had a good time, watched the Dolphins game. It was a great time. Good honeymoon. Spent a lot of money, though.
When we last went, it's been a few years since we went to the parks in Orlando. There were more. I mean, there were several of those that you could tell were on their honeymoon as we, were corralling 7 and 8 year old kids around the park. And I found that interesting. That you get married, you're in your early mid-20s, and you choose
to be around kids.
Yeah, but you choose Magic Kingdom as your place.
We went to Epcot because you can drink around the world.
Yes.
We sure did.
Epcot's my favorite one. If I get drugged to it, Epcot, because the land. I mean, you can tell you're becoming an old dad when, man, the landscaping there is beautiful.
It is beautiful. The flora and fauna, it's nice to look at.
Gavin in Fayetteville, I'm heading to Disney in October. 5 days, 6 nights. I'm stoked. Yeah. Gavin, how much is that going to cost you? How much is that bill going to be? Would you say $5,000 for 5 days?
For a family of 4.
Okay.
4-ish. Probably more like 4-ish. And then you get to buy those $8 sodas when you get in.
Ugh. $8?
I don't know what they are now.
He might be lowballing it, honestly.
Might be.
That seems
you got to get the all-day cup. You get the free refill. Right? And they don't even know if they're free anymore. They may be $1 for the refill.
You'll walk in any store and fill them up, though, but you got to pay extra.
All right, let me give you a rundown of the show this morning. If you've got some summer plans that you want to send us.
There's parking, Ty. You got to pay for parking, too.
So how much does that run?
Probably about $30 a day.
Oh, they just break you against the coals. Every chance they get.
$9 a tire. Is that what you said?
Jeez Louise.
Yeah.
All right, so
and then start multiplying by 2 or 3 or 4. You multiply by 1 right now. It's real easy for you.
Easiest thing in the world.
Well, and start multiplying by 4, and then your perspective on things change.
Gotta multiply first before I multiply. But yeah. All right, summer trip plans. If you got something, you can send those in. We'll get to some of the baseball highlights from yesterday. Still want to get into what Dave said about Ryder Helfrich and Cam Kojal. 2 instrumental parts of this team the last couple years. A couple big trades in the National Football League. A.J. Brown, as reported initially by Diana Rossetti, is heading to New England. Myles Garrett's headed to Los Angeles to play for the Rams. So there's some notable news. Troy's heading Little Rock's heading to Troy. So their season continues in Alabama for the chance to go to the College World Series.
Troy knocked out Florida yesterday. It's a shame that, they were out-seeded, if you will. Troy had the better seed, so they get the super, but wouldn't it have been cool to see Little Rock, which their on-campus stadium doesn't qualify to host, doesn't meet the minimum requirements, but apparently they're getting a new one that will allow them to, but I don't know if they could have used Dickie Stevens. I don't know if the Travelers are in town, but how cool would it have been? Loan them Baum Walker. We're not needing it. We don't need it. Let them play up here. I bet you a bunch of fans would show up to support them.
100%.
It's not going to happen. That's all hypothetical. But
basketball news, you're playing Arizona this year in Phoenix, next year in Bud Walton, following year in Tucson, and then maybe close to home. We'll see if that plays out like it is. Some softball news, other basketball news as well. Had a chance to hang out with Tom Murphy and Lawrence this weekend. He'll join us in his usual spot at 10 a.m., and then we've got our CJ's Trivia Tuesday coming up at the end of the show as well.
Brought to you by APAC and Standard Materials Group. 479-587-3300 is their number. Rock, sand, gravel, top quality aggregates, and, of course, ready-mix concrete and asphalt to make your job look great and finish out great. Well, start great. Number one, you got to have that concrete for footings and slabs, and then you need it for driveways and sidewalks when it's all coming together at the end. 479-587-3300. No one does it better than APAC and Standard Materials Group. 479-587-3300.
Matt in Huntsville says, screw Disney. Go to Bandon Dunes.
100%.
Probably spend...
about the same.
Yeah, I was going to say.
on one versus family of four, but yeah. But it takes like 2 years to get into Bandon Dunes.
All the way out. Gavin Fayetteville, I'm actually going with my in-laws, brother-in-laws. So we've got 10 people going and splitting everything besides food and tickets at the park. His father-in-law is kind enough to take care of the flights with his points. He's splitting lodging. So it's only $5,000 to $7,000 depending on what we spend at the parks. That's a reasonable Disney trip versus whatever all these other facts and figures I hear
but
about.
you're using airline points. I'm going to promise you, it's not a vacation if 10 of you are staying in one house together. That is not a vacation.
That's going to be a Home Alone type of situation.
Well, I don't know about Home Alone, but it's, you're taking a number to get in the bathroom. Mm-hmm. Somebody's in there looking at their phone. They're in there 30 minutes, holding the bathroom hostage.
Hopefully, if you got 10 people, what is the appropriate, before we get in some of these baseball highlights, what is the appropriate amount of bathrooms for 10 people staying in one spot? 4?
Yeah.
3.5.
You got to have a half bath.
Okay. 3 showers and 4 toilets.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. All right. Baseball yesterday. Some crazy outcomes on Monday in the final games of the regionals, including in Morgantown, West Virginia, which that was just nuts. Hear a little of this.
To the shortstop. Big hop for Piasecki. The throw to first. History made in Gainesville. For the first time, Troy is headed to the Super Regionals.
Tachi in the air to center. Burris going back. That ball is gone. It's gone. Dayton Tachi sends Oklahoma to Super Regionals.
Cue Tachi Rhodes. West Virginia wins it in 10. The experts said this would be the most intriguing regional, the most well-balanced, and boy, was it.
This is the opening drive.
All right, so you got 2 Cinderellas in Troy and Little Rock that will be playing each other this weekend in Troy, Alabama. Maybe the craziest, you heard Tom Hart there, maybe the craziest weekend in the regionals was in Morgantown. They'll host Cal Poly this weekend after coming back. And they were in the loser's bracket, Tommy. Came back and beat Kentucky.
Yeah, and it was mentioned yesterday that goes back to Hatfields and McCoys. I think you said that yesterday, Colton. Those people don't like each other. They don't play often. And you think it was contentious at Hoagland this weekend. I can only imagine how contentious it was in Morgantown.
You think it's going to be contentious again with Oklahoma coming into Lawrence with the Sooners winning? Georgia Tech was
probably not, because the Sooners aren't ballpark snobs like we are.
Okay.
Their ballpark is better than Hoagland, but not worlds better.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it is, from my memory, I think it was 2009 when I was there last. So it's been a few years, but it's no peach either.
Mm-hmm.
We are ballpark snobs, and that's part of why there was so much friction this last weekend.
So Georgia Tech and UCLA out. Texas was out last year.
Or what?
Vanderbilt, yeah, and because you'd be hosting this weekend.
Just had a little bit of pitching. Your fans would get, a little cherry on top here at the end.
And you get Oklahoma, who I know you've already played this year, but that just kind of adds. And I don't know. I know you don't consider Oklahoma a baseball rival, but just
think about this: Kansas or Oklahoma, one of them's going to the College World Series.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who to root for there, because we're not really fond of Kansas right now, and I'm not rooting for Oklahoma. So I am at a loss on what to do there. It's easy to root for Little Rock. That's an easy one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so you look through it. What time does LSU play, by the way?
That's Tiger Bay.
Where's Tiger Bay? What but you look through the list. There's some matchups that don't include. They pretty well wiped out most of last year's College World Series.
Yep.
It is not elite. It's not top heavy this year.
Alabama hosting St. John's, UNC hosting USC, Texas is hosting Oregon, and then the inter-SEC battles. Auburn hosting Ole Miss. That'll be a great series.
Mm-hmm.
And then Georgia hosting Mississippi State.
How about St. John's? How about St. John's going to Tallahassee and getting the job done? Who would have thought a school from the Northeast in New York City would be able to go in there and take down what's been it's not a recent powerhouse, but Florida State under Mike Martin, it was a powerhouse program for years. I mean, well known in the South, got everything you need. Who would have thought St. John's could have went in and taken Florida State out at their home ballpark?
Yeah, and especially since their AD and who was the head of the selection committee was talking about how deep the ACC is. Only one ACC team remains. That's North Carolina. You got 2 Big 10, 2 Big 12, and then 7 SEC teams left in the NCAA baseball championship.
All right. That's the Hog Update. The opening drive this morning. It's brought to you by Joe's Grill and Cantina. It's 9:15. Who's already thinking about lunch today? Colton raised his hand. Ty's not thinking about lunch. A lot of us are already. What are you going to eat? Is that already the conversation in the office? It's $1 tacos today on Taco Tuesday at Joe's Grill and Cantina. Crunchy beef or chicken tacos, $1 each. You can get you a Coke Zero there because they know what good drinks are. They got all the Coke products there. Making fresh chips and salsa right now. They got the house salsa. They got the hot. They got this green stuff that's got a great flavor. I don't know what they call it, but it's good. I like the hot and the house. Mix those together. I like the queso with a scoop of the taco meat in it. You're not going to go wrong. $1 tacos today. Great Tex-Mex, even better service. One of my favorite spots. In fact, we're having lunch there tomorrow at Joe's Grill and Cantina, 3400 South 74th Street, across from Harps.
All right, so right before the show started this morning, Matt Norlander of CBS Sports reported that Arkansas and Arizona have agreed to a home-and-home in 27 and 28. This year, it's in Phoenix. So you got 3 straight years with the possibility of a 4th year. So Phoenix, Arizona, December the 19th this season. Next season, to be determined somewhere in Bud Walton Arena. The following season in Tucson, Arizona. The following season after that, a neutral site closer to home. I think you speculated, and rightly so, and I would speculate.
So Phoenix, neutral, no, Phoenix Bomb, Phoenix Bud Walton, get my facilities right, neutral, or what's year 3? You went over it so fast I couldn't understand.
Phoenix, Bud Walton, okay. Tucson, neutral.
Tucson, okay. Phoenix, then Tucson, all right. Why don't they just play them both on campus there?
Because that's not where the TV money is,
right.
And that's a
so they're going to play where the Suns are at. Is where you'll play in the NBA arena. Then go to the campus in Tucson.
Which Phoenix is one of the biggest hotbeds for high school basketball talent in the country. I know it's a suburb, or at least close to there. At least in Arizona, is where Koa Pete's from, who you had to see firsthand. And
that game is when?
December 19th.
How many tee times you've already booked for that weekend in Phoenix?
I don't even know what that weekend is. I haven't even looked.
That's what that was the first thing. He wasn't thinking about the game or the facility or their players or personnel. He's saying, what time's the game? Could I get around in before I have to be at work?
I can tell you what their personnel is going to be because Burries isn't coming back. Bradley's out of eligibility. Pete's back. So they're going to have some of the pieces they had on last year's Final Four squad that beat our ass in the Sweet 16. Yeah, no. What do you think Arizona is on December the 19th?
Lovely. That's when they're most expensive to play golf out there. But
there'll
be something to make a long weekend. It'll be a good time to escape. Although December's not always very cold here. Usually our colder weather comes in January and February. But there's never a bad time to be in Phoenix in the winter.
So let me think about this from a non-conference standpoint. TBD on the ACC school. Michigan State and Detroit on Thanksgiving Day. Arizona. Am I missing one? Is there a marquee one that I'm missing that they've been announced or speculated on? I know the Baylor one didn't happen last year. I wonder if they'll try and...
So to go back, Arizona, Michigan State, you're going to have the ACC Challenge. I don't know of another one.
All right. I don't think I'm missing one. If I am, someone let me know here on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline. That at least have been announced.
Well, what is the ideal number for marquee non-conference games? I would think 4 is your absolute limit.
Well, they
you
played
got one built in with the challenge.
6. You played 5 or 6 last year. Louisville, Tech, Duke, Michigan State. Who am I missing? They played 1 or 2 more because I remember being like, you got to go 3-3 or 2-3 in these games.
I think they played 5. They had one, and they spaced them out pretty good too.
Mm-hmm.
So
there's one more that I'm
there was
missing.
one right. Who'd you play right before New Year's? Right around.
Like the 21st.
Yeah.
I don't remember. But that being said, Cal, like last year, you played all Elite Eight teams.
Yeah, Houston in there too.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Houston.
There you go.
They just demolished you in that game. And
But those games all made you better for the conference slate
question.
that was ahead. All right, Pradco Pyramid of Power. We're going to take a pause on that this morning. Bruce is away on business today, and honestly, none of us want to have another Pradco Pyramid of Power. We got to leave the Razorbacks out of, because that's where we'd be at this point, right? They kind of moved back in. They were kind of middle to lower part of the Pradco Pyramid of Power, and honestly, how much do you care about the SEC teams that are left in baseball? So we're going to pause that for a week or two, and then come back with some football pyramids of power coming up. We'll look at coaches, we'll look at quarterbacks, we'll look at some of those kind of things in the coming weeks ahead. I tell you what you can do if you like custom lures, and you like, hey, I'd like this particular lure with this particular color. You can do that at the new Pradco shop that's inside the Bass Pro Shops in Fort Smith, the Bass Pro Shop. It's brand new. It's something they've never done before, and you can even put your name on it. So if you want to send one to Clay Henry, you could have Clay Henry's name put on a lure and send it to him, or your dad's name, or Happy Father's Day, or Go Hogs Go, or whatever you want to put on there. You can customize it. You can pick the colors, and it's only $3 additional per lure. This is awesome. You get it right there. They got a machine that does it. It's really cool. Check it out at Bass Pro Shops in Fort Smith. It's the Pradco store inside Bass Pro Shops in Fort Smith.
All right, we'll stay on some basketball topics where a former Arkansas basketball player is going to a Northeast school. Cal's apparently watching a kid right now that could reclassify for this recruiting class. I think is notable. And some big softball ratings from Arkansas's game against Nebraska, as well as some other ESPN ratings that we can get into as well. We still got a lot to discuss, including your Morning Rush Daily Question coming up this hour. Stay with us here, ESPN Arkansas, hitthatline.com, and our Hit That Line Now app.
Tune into June with Lewis Automotive for your next ride, where you'll get top trade values and massive savings. Lewis Automotive, serving Northwest Arkansas for 80 years strong.
Hog fans, this is Robert.
This is Elizabeth.
And this is Matt, and we're with the Stadium Shop on Razorback, the only local family and Arkansas alumni Razorback store in the state.
And the Stadium Shop is the largest Razorback store south of the North Pole.
You know, it seems there's always a Razorback sporting event happening.
And if you need something new for your home, office, or just want to update your wardrobe, the Stadium Shop has new stuff arriving all the time.
And we don't have to ask someone from corporate office to get something that Hog fans want. We are the corporate office.
Hey, Matt, did you hear about the tree out in front of the store?
No, what about it?
I heard it's a bit shady.
Wow, you've got to leave these jokes alone.
Anyway, you can see the shady tree and all the hog stuff at 989 South Razorback Road here in Fayetteville.
But not everyone can get to Fayetteville, so we've got one of those www Google
Dad, again, it's called a website, and it's shoponrazorback.com. That's shoponrazorback.com.
Or they can call us at 479 Stadium. That's 479-782-3486.
Folks, it does not get more Razorback than us.
Go Hogs.
Looking for a fence that stands out and stands strong? Call the Fence Man, 479-782-3936. Serving the Fort Smith area for over 40 years, the Fence Man builds custom, one-of-a-kind fences, residential, commercial, and high security. Need automatic gates? The Fence Man does it. Need financing? You got it. 18-month financing is available. Get your free quote today at thefencemanar.com. Or call 479-782-3936. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work.
We're losing two big-time leaders that have made their mark with Arkansas Razorback baseball and me personally.
This is the Morning Rush.
Graduate to a road-ready certified pre-owned ride and get more for your trade at Rath Auto Resources. Just bring in your old car, even if you still owe money on it. Make the switch to a road-ready certified pre-owned and get up to $2,000 over appraised value for your trade. With our non-commissioned sales team, painless pricing, and some of the best lenders around, Rath is here to make finding your next car, truck, or SUV easy. Don't settle for the same old car buying experience. Get up to $2,000 extra for your old ride and see why all the happiest drivers are rolling with Rath. Rath Auto Resources, 4515 Towson Avenue, Fort Smith.
Are you ready to indulge in an unforgettable fine dining experience? Then come join us at Uncorked, where every meal is a masterpiece, crafted with the finest ingredients to tantalize your taste buds. And with our extensive selection of cocktails, wine, craft beer, and bourbons, we've got something for everyone. So why not take a break from the ordinary and join us on Phoenix Avenue next to Sodi's? Come savor the moment with us at Uncorked, where every visit is a celebration.
The Bush Guide, cold and smooth survival skills. For a successful stint in the great outdoors, pack accordingly. Place heavy essentials near your spine for stability in rough terrain, with light items near the bottom. Now, you may be wondering, where does the Bush Light go? In your stomach. Bush. Head for the mountains. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2023 Anheuser-Busch Bush Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
When you're playing a high-stakes game like home or property ownership, you can't afford to bet on the wrong roofing contractor. Shoddy workmanship, project delays, low-quality materials. You're taking a huge risk and trusting your roof to a professional. Make sure it's someone you can trust. Foster Roofing has been the leading roofing company in Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley for over 30 years. Locally owned, fully certified, licensed, and insured, Foster Roofing is your trusted partner when it comes to roof repair, roof replacement, and new construction. Visit roofwithfoster.com today.
When the heat turns up, your equipment can't afford to slow down. At Sharp Equipment, we keep you working with quality parts, quick repairs, and a team that knows how to get you back up and running. Whether you're tackling land, lifting loads, or repairing what broke in the field, we've got your back. Visit Sharp Equipment at 3918 Pointer Trail East in Van Buren, or give us a call at 479-649-0500. Sharp Equipment, keeping your world moving, less downtime, more done.
We're keeping Arkansas beautiful. Want to lend a hand? Don't be afraid to get them dirty. Every day, volunteers around the state are picking up litter, planting trees and wildflowers, recycling, and more. You know what these volunteers need most? Help. Volunteer today at KeepArkansasBeautiful.com. Learn more about all our programs. A message brought to you by the Keep Arkansas Beautiful Commission, this station, and the Arkansas Broadcasters Association.
We're all looking for a deal right now. Listen up. I've got one for you. Hey, this is Todd Richardson for Papa's Pub and Pizzeria. Who's back home this summer? College night is Wednesday night at Papa's Pub and Pizzeria. Show your college ID and get 20% off all food purchases, not including alcohol. U of A, UCA, UFIS, it doesn't matter. Take 20% off your food bill. Gather your roommates and head to Papa's Pub this Wednesday. Great food shouldn't break the student budget. Papa's Pub and Pizzeria, 508 Garrison Avenue in downtown Fort Smith. The best darn pizza in Fort Smith, perhaps the world.
Locally owned Lumber One can handle all of your building needs. They've built their business on having great relationships with everybody from contractors and builders to the everyday build-it-yourself. Lumber One is a full-line door shop to handle all of your door, window, and trim needs. And along with lumber, roofing and drywall products, attic wall and floor insulation is available. Lumber One also does blueprint takeoff with access to design services with estimates available. So go where the pros go. Lumber One, located on Industrial Park Road in Van Buren.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
Darren McFadden goes 73 yards. And Rappellett has a wide open man. It's Childs. He's loose. He scores. Childs, please.
Uncle Tommy loves the Razorbacks.
ARKNSAS.
This is your Hog Update on the Morning Rush.
Cam, just an Omaha kid. You know, I'm so happy he got to play in Omaha last year with us. And, you know, what a year he had. Last year he hit a little bit higher for an average, but this year he hit for big-time power, drove in 70 runs, put him at shortstop midway through the season, said, hey, we got to see if you can do it. And he did it for the most part. I mean, just a great person, popular amongst teammates.
So watch the guys on the bus, or right before the bus Sunday, following the loss to Kansas, which ended their postseason. A lot of friends, a lot of family surrounding the team and everything else. And it set in, I mean, it's the last time you watched Dietz, Ryder, Cam, who DVH was just talking about. Just kind of a weird feeling of the finality of it all.
Chuck always brought this up when the three of us worked together. When that group is together on that final game and the season is over, whether it's basketball, football, or a baseball team, that's the last time that group or collection of people will ever be together again. Life happens, people move on, they go pro, they get married, they go into the real world. That group of 40 or 50 people in this case, the travel party, the players, the coaches, everybody, it'll be the last time you'll see them all together again. And you don't think about it in that moment, but I always thought that was a very good point Chuck would make in these moments, that's the emotion that a lot of people are feeling because they know there's people in that group they may never see again in their lifetime.
Yep. You saw an emotional softball team, which has plenty of seniors throughout when their season ended this past weekend against UCLA. We did get some ratings after the fact. This is more about the Nebraska game. Average audience of 1.4 million. Most watched Women's College World Series opening day on record. And a peak audience, it got to 1.6. And not only did you break an attendance record for an opening game, you also broke a viewing record as well.
Well, this is one of the byproducts of having the SEC network, of other leagues having their network, is the popularity of the sport's grown. People are used to watching it. They'll go seek it out on the SEC Network Plus, watch games. I know people that do that, and the popularity of softball has really exponentially grown over the last 5 years, and I think things like the SEC Network is why. And it doesn't hurt that you're pretty good in Arkansas at softball. That helps a bunch here at home. But these are national numbers, and you can see there's a viewing audience for this on a national scale too.
Yeah. We mentioned the basketball news that Matt Norlander broke that Arkansas would be playing in Phoenix this season, followed by to Arizona, by the way. You'll get a return trip to Bud Walton, then you'll go back to Tucson the following year, and then a neutral site game will to be determined closer to campus in Fayetteville. Other basketball news, Ilmer Zafic is heading to Storrs, Connecticut with Dan Early. I was kind of taken aback by that. Cal's right now in Mexico watching Davion Thompson, who could reclassify in this recruiting class. He's a top 25 shooting guard in the class of 27. So keep an eye on that if that could play out with anything. I'm curious. I feel like your backcourt is fine. I feel like you need some bigs, but I guess we'll see what plays out here.
All right, that is your Hog Update. It's brought to you by Burton Pools and Spas. Imagine a summer of backyard fun and relaxation with the whole family. Burton Pools and Spas can make it happen during the Doughboy Super Sale. Save up to $1,250 on Doughboy above-ground pools, or try the 18-foot coastal pool. It's only $85 a month, and that's installation included. Select semi-in-ground pool packages are $2,000 off this month as well. It's the Doughboy Super Sale. It won't last long. Visit Burton Pools and Spas. They are in Springdale. They are in Fort Smith. They are in Greenland, Hot Springs, and Joplin, Missouri, and online at burtonpools.com.
Have you jumped in your pool yet?
I have not. There have been plenty in my pool, though. I think I need to start charging a membership or something.
I did not jump into the lobby pool.
But there have been 18 different people in our pool so far from the neighborhood.
Colton,
all kids.
Have you taken Carter to a pool yet? Has he had his first pool experience?
Whenever Gabby was back home in Texas recently, she went to a pool at her sister's apartment complex, and they had a ball of a time. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I wonder if a pool's on this guy's schedule. Larry Rath with Rath Auto Resources, Rath Mitsubishi. Probably
He's more of a spa guy.
Are you a spa guy, Larry?
No, I'm not a spa guy.
Okay. Do we?
I don't even like. No.
Do we have a body of water trip at some point this summer, whether it's a pool, lake, or river?
Yeah. The kids have already been in the pool. They're having a good time with that. We go fishing in the river. We're having a good time with that. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, in order to get to one of those places, you need a vehicle, right? And I know from a cost-effective standpoint, Road Ready certifies used vehicles. It's the perfect setup, isn't it, Larry?
It really is. I mean, it's just such a smart way to drive. These cars are hand-picked. We go all over the region to find these cars, buy a lot of them locally as well. We trade for quite a few. But we're hand-picking these cars that we keep. We run them through our Meineke Car Care Center. We get a full reconditioning on those cars, and then we cover them with a comprehensive warranty. That's what Road Ready Certified is all about. And it really takes all the guesswork out of buying a used car. It takes all the risk out of that. You can go out and find the car that's just right for you and your family, test drive it, make sure it's perfect. Let us worry about getting the price and payment where it fits your budget, which is what we do better than anybody, I think. And then start driving better in that road-ready certified car. If you need service, the Meineke Car Care Center is always there to take care of all your maintenance and repair needs. They do a terrific job. You don't have to have bought your car from us. Come on in, meet Philip and his team in the Meineke Car Care Center. They'll take great care of you, make a customer out of you. You may decide you want to trade for a road-ready certified car with warranty. Simply the best used car your money can buy. Voted best of the River Valley the last 2 years in a row. So when you're out looking for a used car, it's not just about finding the car and the price. You got to make sure you're getting that car that's got the certified warranty on it, and Road Ready Certified takes care of all that for you. It also helps with the financing. These cars finance better than just a standard used car. It helps us get you a better deal, get that rate and payment down to where you can fit it into your budget. And we do that for folks all the time. So it's a great time to come out and check out this huge inventory. Road Ready Certified vehicles with warranty, only available at Rath Auto Resources in Fort Smith, Rath Mitsubishi up in Springdale. So come and see us for a Road Ready Certified pre-owned vehicle.
Well, Larry steps up. He's even stepping up for his son this morning. That's what he does. So if you need someone to talk to about one of these Road Ready Certified vehicles, he's your guy. Larry, I know we don't have a spa day or a pool day ahead of us. I know you got to work, so I'll let you get to it.
That's what we're doing today. Folks, come and see us.
All right, when we come back, Morning Rush. Tommy's got a good Morning Rush daily question, hopefully. You think he's got a good one this morning, Colton?
I'm going to say he's going to give us a 50%.
Okay,
like,
50%.
Not his best effort.
Okay, he's had some good ones lately, so hopefully he comes back with a good one. Got Tom Murphy coming up at 10 a.m. as well. Stay with us here on The Morning Rush.
Looking for a fence that stands out and stands strong? Call the Fence Man, 479-782-3936. Serving the Fort Smith area for over 40 years, the Fence Man builds custom, one-of-a-kind fences, residential, commercial, and high security. Need automatic gates? The Fence Man does it. Need financing? You got it. 18-month financing is available. Get your free quote today at thefencemanar.com or call 479-782-3936. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work.
Yeah.
Balls deep, as Chad Lunsford likes
Hell
to say.
yeah. So,
Their special teams coach.
Hell yeah.
This is the Morning Rush.
Valley Family Dental at the entrance to Riley Farms provides every type of dental care and procedure for you and your family. General dentistry, braces, implants, same-day crowns, and cosmetics. Dr. Sparkman, Farmer, and now Dr. Blaine Van Nice work to give all of their patients a better life with a better smile. Valley Family Dental, 5901 Riley Park Drive, Suite A at the entrance to Riley Farms. Let them know you heard this on ESPN Radio and receive $300 off a snore guard. Valley Family Dental, 479-226-3500 for an appointment or visit valleyfamilydentalpractice.com.
Here's to you and yours from the friendly folks at In Good Spirits, your upscale liquor store in Fort Smith. At In Good Spirits, they've got what your taste buds are craving, including flavorful wines from around the world, scrumptious brandies and liqueurs, tempting whiskeys and beers, and fine cigars. Treat yourself to the best as you listen to the game. Check out In Good Spirits, 12100 Highway 71 South, across from Riley Farms in Fort Smith.
Selling your home doesn't have to be stressful, not when you work with Tara Lindbergh and the Lindbergh Real Estate Group. With over $1 billion in real estate sold, Tara's team knows how to make the process simple, successful, and even enjoyable. They can provide you with a cash offer in 72 hours, or you can use Tara's high-octane marketing and sell your home for thousands over asking. When it's time to buy or sell, trust the team that delivers results. Go to LindberghTeam.com. LIMBIRD.
Attention skilled craftsmen, Bath Makeover of Arkansas is hiring only the best that the natural state has to offer. If you're ready for your next big opportunity to have steady work and better pay, Bath Makeover of Arkansas is ready to talk to you. Bath Makeover is looking for plumbers, electricians, bathroom installers, and project managers to help us keep up with high demand. Bath Makeover is growing our commercial division as well, with the ability to now install over 100 bathrooms a month. Bath Makeover can knock out multi-unit projects quickly, easily 10 bathrooms at a time in a single week at hotels, apartments, and government housing all across Arkansas. Bath Makeover of Arkansas is looking for only experienced and qualified skilled craftsmen to join our talented team. To learn more about the job opportunities at Bath Makeover of Arkansas, visit bathmakeoverar.com. That's bathmakeoverar.com. Plumbers, electricians, bathroom installers, and project managers, visit bathmakeoverar.com. That's bathmakeoverar.com.
Locally owned Lumber One can handle all of your building needs. They've built their business on having great relationships with everybody from contractors and builders to the everyday build-it-yourself. Lumber One is a full-line door shop to handle all of your door, window, and trim needs. And along with lumber, roofing and drywall products, attic wall and floor insulation is available. Lumber One also does blueprint takeoff with access to design services with estimates available. So go where the pros go. Lumber One, located on Industrial Park Road in Van Buren.
Are you tired of bulky, embarrassing dentures? At River Valley Smile Center, we offer fixed hybrid dentures, a permanent solution that looks and feels more natural than traditional dentures. They're secure, comfortable, and never come out. Most procedures can be completed right here in our office with sedation. No need for referrals. With state-of-the-art facilities, advanced techniques, and digital workflow, we provide the best possible outcomes. Financing is also available. Call us at River Valley Smile Center today at 479-646-0706 or visit us at rivervalleysmiles.com.
Graduate to a Road Ready certified pre-owned ride and get more for your trade at Rath Auto Resources. Just bring in your old car, even if you still owe money on it. Make the switch to a Road Ready certified pre-owned and get up to $2,000 over appraised value for your trade. With our non-commissioned sales team, painless pricing, and some of the best lenders around, Rath is here to make finding your next car, truck, or SUV easy. Don't settle for the same old car buying experience. Get up to $2,000 extra for your old ride and see why all the happiest drivers are rolling with Rath. Rath Auto Resources, 4515 Towson Avenue, Fort Smith.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
Social Morning Rush Daily Question.
All right, you men. I'm going to ask you a question, and I want you to answer to the best of your ability.
It's going to be a quick answer to an incredibly terrible, long question.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Check out Nate and Christian's Place in Lowell online at carpatsocial.com.
Today is June 2nd, 2026, and it's National Bubba Day. Did you know there was a Bubba Day? Who's your favorite Bubba, either in your life or all time?
Hubba.
Hubba Bubba?
Hubba.
You think about Bubba Watson, the lefty who won the Masters with that famous shot off 10 in the playoff hole. Bubba Gump's got to be up there somewhere, right? Bubba Gump Shrimp Company. Who are your favorite Bubbas of all time? And is there someone in your life that you call Bubba, which I was looking up the term Bubba, who some think it's kind of a redneck slur, if you will, but it's often signifies friendly, down-to-earth personas, making it a beloved nickname in American culture. So do you have a favorite Bubba in your life? Who are your favorite Bubbas?
I have to think about this one. So you're going to have to go first.
Bubba Watson comes to mind for me. Probably, when you think about Bubbas in sports, that's the first one that comes to mind. Who else am I missing? There was Bubba Bussey. I'm just looking through a list. Radio personality. There was one other in sports. He was a sports guy.
Bubba Smith was a
Bubba
great
Smith.
defensive player for the Colts, the Baltimore Colts back in the day.
So the best Bubbas in the world. Everybody seems to have a Bubba in their life somewhere. Every family's got one buried somewhere.
Bubba Carpenter.
Bubba Carpenter obviously is one in our family here, our Razorback family.
Got a chance to talk with him this weekend. JT in Hot Springs. Bubba J from Jeff Dunham. And he also mentions Bubba Carpenter. A lot of Bubba Carpenters. Getting some love, Bubba. John Benville. My favorite one is the one that shot the jukebox.
Bubba shot the jukebox. That's a good one.
Let's see. Keep getting texts. Yeah, just a lot of Bubba Carpenters.
Yeah.
Getting a lot of love, Bubba.
National Bubba Day. So it's his day today on National
Is there
Bubba
National
Day.
Tommy Day or National Colton Day?
I don't think there is. I don't think there's a National Tie Day either, although there should be.
Bubba Dudley. WD. I say that. Didn't the mayor of Barling announce after your 20th? There is a Tommy Craft Day, isn't there? What day is that?
I think it was one time.
Oh, it's just a one time.
It was in August.
It's not
August.
reoccurring?
I don't think it's a reoccurring
Okay.
deal. It was a proclamation.
Well, you have a plaque, don't you? You don't even know
Somewhere.
when your own day is.
August 23rd, 26th, somewhere in there.
When's the last time you've had Bubba Gumps? I'm trying to think of I know I've been
In an airport somewhere.
I think in Breckenridge, Colorado.
That's where you
15
went to
years ago.
Bubba Goat,
Mhm.
Shrimp Cove. Oh my!
Mhm.
I feel like that's the most landlocked state to go to. Because aren't they? Now help me on this. Aren't they mostly coastal cities and like big old?
They're in tourist traps.
Okay, tourist traps. Okay.
They exist in tourist traps.
Is it kind of like a rainforest cafe? Is it that type of?
So you've never been to one?
I know, but it's been so long. I'm just trying to.
Oh, I bet it's
trying
been
to-
15 years since I've been in one. I mean, it's just it's another version of Red Lobster. That's what it is.
Okay.
If you want shrimp and seafood, you go to. I mean, let's not act like they're catching the stuff out of the ocean themselves, like Forrest Gump was. You know, it's coming out of a bag and they're dropping in the fryer, right? That
Adam-
good old grease.
Adam in Fort Smith, Bubbalicious Bubblegum. That's his Bubba.
Yeah.
That's where he goes to. Shana Harrison, Bill Bubba Clinton. And then text out of 479. My wife's nickname is Bubba.
Your wife's
Oddly enough.
nickname, yeah.
Wonder-
That's an unusual name for a lady. So
I can't say, like, you know how there's some names that are, what do you call names for both male and females? That are
Unisex.
unisex.
Mhm.
So that to me, I don't think I've ever heard a female being called
no,
Bubba.
I
Have
haven't.
you?
That's a new one on me.
Okay. Another.
Like us
I'll just
calling
keep
you
my
princess.
comments to myself. So yeah.
All right, that is your Cart Pass Social Morning Rush Daily Question. Number one place for indoor golf in all of Arkansas. And from now till September, you can join member guest, family, 200, 250, 350. That's an awesome deal at Cart Pass Social. Take advantage of their summer memberships going on. Again, that's per month. You can play unlimited golf. Book up to 3 tee times at once. It's an awesome experience. I've been there. I'm going to see the guys this weekend. Cannot wait to see Christian Olson, Nate Garahan, my buddies, 2 Rogers boys, 2 Arkansas guys. CartPassSocial.com. It's always BYOB at Cart Pass Social. Events, gatherings, corporate sponsorships. They can do it all at Cart Pass Social. All right, let's go to William in Lafayette. William has a Bubba Gump shrimp story. Go ahead, William.
How y'all doing today?
Good, buddy.
Yes, sir. Have either one of y'all ever eaten in New Orleans, Louisiana?
Oh yeah.
All right, Tom Crab. I can take you to get some of the best seafood in the world in that city, right?
100%.
But there is
Some of the best food in general.
That's right, exactly. But there is a bubblegum shrimp in Jack's Brewery, and the dang line is out the door, and it blows my mind
Yeah.
how that could be. I don't think you've ever eaten one, but it's like upscale Captain D's or something. I mean, what in the world?
Yeah.
I just don't get it.
I have been. I have been to one. I just can't think of where I went.
I mean, you were probably in a tourist trap somewhere, big city,
Gulf Shores.
I've
yeah, somewhere like
yeah,
that.
it's probably that because I've been to Denver, but we didn't go when I was there.
Panama City.
It is not
Could have
known
been
for.
there.
I mean, as William is trying to politely say, it's not known for exactly the fresh catch of the day. I mean, they didn't go down to the dock and get what's on the menu today.
So, William, when you trek from Lafayette, Louisiana, New Orleans, Louisiana, what is I know, like I can give you 2 or 3 of the known commodities like Cafe Du Monde, Mother's, but what is actually the place you go eat in New Orleans? Maybe a hole in the wall, maybe under the radar that the residents enjoy and the tourists don't know about.
All right. So in uptown New Orleans, there's a place called Bon Temps Cafe. Okay, and I was literally sitting in there one day enjoying this crab au gratin dish that is bring a tear to your eye. And the waiter came over to the table. The waiter came over to the table and said, "Look over there." And we looked up, and by God, Emerald Lagasse was eating in Bon Temps Cafe, and our waiter, as he was refilling our tea, said, "How good's our food if that guy's in here?"
Mm-hmm.
Get the crab meat au gratin, get the white chocolate and cranberry bread pudding with the whiskey sauce, and you will not be disappointed, boys. I promise you that.
It's the best food city in America. And
Thanks,
it's not
William.
even close.
Yeah, I agree. I haven't had his pasta sauce in a while. Emerald's. I used to get his
Out of a
pasta
jar?
sauce. Yeah. That's what we used to. That was our pasta sauce back in the day. I can't remember the last time I've had that.
Yeah.
New Orleans is a. That would be
There's
a good
place called the Red Slipper that's on Canal. Best eggs Benedict you'll ever have, and they got different ones.
I've actually been the last time I was there.
Well,
I
if you-
couldn't get any
You can't get in. I mean, you got to wait like an hour to get in that place for brunch.
because it's tight.
Well, it's a big restaurant, but I mean, it's in high demand.
I sat at the bar and talked. If this is the same place,
I don't think we're talking the same place.
There's a Ruby Red Slipper or something like. Okay,
This is a brunch spot.
Okay.
And best eggs Benedict. They got different kinds with shrimp and crab and Cajun stuff, and I mean, it's just it is phenomenal, making me hungry. So as we roll along, hey, Arts Barbecue back at it today. Going to have their pork chops on special. You can get 2 big, thick smoked pork chops, 2 sides of your choice, just $10.99. That's a bargain. So you can go try that out for lunch or dinner today. Of course, the full menu. I was in there last week, had the chef salad. It was tremendous because they do their salads with all their smoked meats. So the ham and the turkey that was on the chef salad was ham and turkey they've smoked. If you get the brisket salad or the chicken salad or pulled pork salad, it's all stuff that's smoked right on their smoker. And since they've been closed for the weekend, you know everything is going to be great, tip-top. Their sides are awesome, so try it out today. Smoked pork chops, 2 sides, $10.99 at Arts Barbecue Burgers and More, 2 doors east of Lowe's in Fort Smith.
Scott, the tortilla guy, says that you were at a brunch bar and that I was at the strip bar.
Well, that's good chance on that, yeah.
Disappointed sports fan. Back to your Bubba question. His buddy in prison goes by Bubba.
Yeah, well, not where you want to be. Yeah.
Bruce in Nashville wants to know if the Bubba girl dips snuff.
See, now be nice.
Well,
that's someone's wife.
Jason in Springdale gives us a backstory on this. Her grandfather had nicknames for all the grandchildren, and that is evidently what he divvied out to.
Grandpa didn't like her, or what's the deal
his
there?
Now wife is Bubba. Again, not a unisex name, I think, but maybe back in the day. I know different names, different times, and evidently that's what the.
I'm gonna guess no one's ever called you Bubba.
Nah, Bubba, buddy, dude, bro. I mean,
yeah, that's not the
buddy
same
is
thing.
Careful. You got to be careful calling somebody buddy.
Which is the most patronizing of those 5?
Well, it depends on the tone. Hey, Colton, you're my buddy. That's one thing. Listen here, buddy. That's a whole other thing. All right, buddy. You know, it's kind of you'll learn this when you get married. It's not what you say.
It's
how you say
how you say
It's the inflection.
Yes.
Of how you say it. Okay.
It's your tone. It's all about the tone. I hear that all the time.
So
it's your tone.
Buddy is the worst of those 5. Brother, Bub, Bubba, Buddy. What was the last one?
Bubs.
Bruh.
That's the new one now. That's what the kids. Bruh.
They still
take me
saying
to
that,
Chick-fil-A. No, bruh.
But that doesn't. That the response is to me not as bad as take me to Chick-fil-A, bruh. Like calling your father, grandpa, bruh.
It's called Ruby Slipper. I said Red Slipper. It's Ruby Slipper is where I'm thinking of.
Are you sure that doesn't?
I'm positive. I've been there. I mean, I waited like an hour to get in there on a Saturday morning.
But you're sure that doesn't have a bar? Because I'm 99% sure I sat and got like
it could be. I mean, it's not a barred place. I'm not saying they don't have a bar. It's a restaurant, though. It's not a bar.
Okay, but they have a nice little bar area.
Okay.
I got a grapefruit mimosa because my buddies wouldn't wake up, and so I went to eat breakfast by myself.
Yeah.
Before wedding that day.
Ruby Slipper is. If you're there for brunch, get the. They got a trio of eggs Benedict, and it is one of the most amazing things I've ever eaten.
Real quick lunch story. Loaf and Joe's in Fayetteville at one point in time had all you could drink mimosas, and
always a good idea.
Me and 17 of our friends went in there, and the following weekend they no longer had that special.
Yeah,
they charged us.
You've been here 4 hours. You go now.
$16 a person.
Yeah,
and I think everyone drank at least 20.
Yeah. Hey, if you run a small business and you don't have a professional website, you're not going to last long. So if you're tired of messing with those DIY website builders, talk to my friends at Modular Orange. They're based in Fayetteville. They build websites for business owners all across the state. And the best part is they'll write, design, build, and maintain your website for just $95 a month with no upfront cost or design fees. So instead of sitting at your computer fighting with website software, focus on what you know, and that's your customers and your business. Call Modular Orange today, 479-755-3043. Or visit modularorange.com.
All right, when we come back, Tom Murphy's going to join us. Also added, Tommy, partner and pal. We like partner and pal. Or those demeaning, too?
Partner's good.
Partner's good.
Pal is not.
Pal can be bad. Hour 2 is coming up next here on the Morning Rush.
Partner.
Hey Fort Smith, your next great fishing story starts at the brand new Bass Pro Shops outpost on Bass Pro Drive, just off of Rogers Avenue. Step inside and discover the Pradco store within a store, where you can design a custom autograph lure from iconic shapes like the Head and Spook, Cotton Cordell Redfin, and many others. Add your name, a message, or whatever sparks your imagination, whether you're gearing up for the water or grabbing a one-of-a-kind gift. It's all happening now. Shop Outpost. Come make something unforgettable.
Hog fans, this is Robert.
This is Elizabeth.
And this is Matt, and we're with the Stadium Shop on Razorback, the only local family and Arkansas alumni Razorback store in the state.
And the Stadium Shop is the largest Razorback store south of the North Pole.
You know, it seems there's always a Razorback sporting event happening.
And if you need something new for your home, office, or just want to update your wardrobe, the Stadium Shop has new stuff arriving all the time.
And we don't have to ask someone from corporate office to get something that Hog fans want. We are the corporate office.
Hey, Matt, did you hear about the tree out in front of the store?
No, what about it?
I heard it's a bit shady.
Wow, you've got to leave these jokes alone.
Anyway, you can see the shady tree and all the hog stuff at 989 South Razorback Road here in Fayetteville.
But not everyone can get to Fayetteville, so we've got one of those www.
Dad, again, it's called a website, and it's shoponrazorback.com. That's shoponrazorback.com.
Or they can call us at 479 Stadium. That's 479-782-3486.
Folks, it does not get more Razorback than us.
Go Hogs.
Looking for a fence that stands out and stands strong? Call the Fence Man, 479-782-3936. Serving the Fort Smith area for over 40 years, the Fence Man builds custom, one-of-a-kind fences, residential, commercial, and high security. Need automatic gates? The Fence Man does it. Need financing? You got it. 18-month financing is available. Get your free quote today at thefencemanar.com. Or call 479-782-3936. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work.
This is the Morning Rush.
Graduate to a Road Ready certified pre-owned ride and get more for your trade at Rath Auto Resources. Just bring in your old car, even if you still owe money on it. Make the switch to a Road Ready certified pre-owned and get up to $2,000 over appraised value for your trade. With our non-commissioned sales team, painless pricing, and some of the best lenders around, Rath is here to make finding your next car, truck, or SUV easy. Don't settle for the same old car buying experience. Get up to $2,000 extra for your old ride and see why all the happiest drivers are rolling with Rath. Rath Auto Resources, 4515 Towson Avenue, Fort Smith.
Taco Bell's $5, $7, and $9 Lutz boxes set a high standard for luxury. With the iconic $5 box, the decadent $7 box, or the extravagant $9 box. And when you experience the opulence of crunching into the grilled cheese tortilla shell of the shredded beef dippy taco in the $9 box, you may even let the Lutz go to your head. Get your $5, $7, or $9 Lutz box today, only at Taco Bell. Limited time at participating stores while supplies last. Prices vary. Freezes and specialty drinks not included. Tats extra.
APAC Arcola and Standard Materials Group has immediate openings in the Northwest Arkansas area. If you're a licensed CDL driver, heavy equipment operator, electrician, diesel mechanic, have paving or concrete labor experience, or experience in a quarry, apply today at jobs.crh.com. APAC offers top pay, a sign-on bonus, benefits including insurance, retirement, and profit sharing. Apply online today at jobs.crh.com. APAC Arcola and Standard Materials Group is an equal opportunity employer.
When a business has been around more than 65 years, you know they're doing something right. Hey, Ty Richardson for Johnny's Transmission. They've been trusted in Fort Smith and the River Valley since 1959. Located at 1212 Phoenix Avenue in Fort Smith, they strive to make every customer's experience outstanding and want your vehicle to be in the best condition for the road ahead. Check out their website, johnnystransmissionfs.com, and find them on Facebook. Johnny's Transmission, family owned and operated since 1959.
This is Daryl Johnston with Hashtag Managed IT Services. We are excited to now be part of AAA Business Systems. Hashtag will continue to handle every IT need your business will have, and now, as part of AAA Business Systems, we can handle all of your document printing and storage solutions. Together, we have the expertise to meet all of your office technology needs. Find us online at aaabm.com or call us at 471-1771.
Legal challenges can feel like a mountain in your path.
but you don't have to climb it alone. Hi, this is James Teague. At Teague Law Firm in Rogers, we provide the experience, personal representation you deserve. Whether it's family law, criminal defense, or personal injury, we are dedicated to protecting what matters most to you. From divorce and custody trials and all other forms of litigation, Teague Law Firm fights for your results. Trust our team that Northwest Arkansas has relied on for over 30 years. Call Teague Law Firm today at 479-877-1688 or visit our website at teague-law.com. The Teague Law Firm. If we can't help you, we'll talk baseball.
Sometimes I'm in a hurry. Stay in the slow lane, buddy. That's when I use the Sodies app to order my favorites and pick up in their drive-thru. They even offer a 10% discount on your first app order. Experience different at Sodies Wine and Spirits off I-540 on Phoenix Avenue.
Every day is worth celebrating at Uncorked. Cocktails, wine, craft beer, and unbelievably great food. Uncorked on Phoenix Avenue next to Sodies.
ESPN Arkansas weather.
For today, plenty of sunshine. Our high temperatures this afternoon in the low to mid 80s. We'll see a clear to partly cloudy sky tonight. And overnight low will dip down close to 60. Wednesday, back to sunshine. A high upper 70s to low 80s. And then Thursday, intervals of clouds and sunshine. A high near 80. I'm Sally Russell with your forecast on ESPN Arkansas.
The weather is brought to you by Forest Green Incorporated, committed to setting the standard of excellence since 1936. Live from the Michelob Ultra Studios, you're listening to ESPN 95.3. ERX Paris Fort Smith. This hour of the Morning Rush is brought to you by Michelob Ultra.
You could drink beer.
The superior light beer for the social athlete.
If everybody had enough across the USA, then everybody.
Summer vacation.
It's summer vacation.
Summer is a time of plenty.
It was a happy time that summer. And here's the summer.
Spend our summers here. That's not here. Must be summer.
Here, get a summer beach body.
You sure can't tell summer's here. I'm not going to be here this summer like all summer, basically. Only be here because have a great summer.
That's great. Summer camp, here we come.
Best summer vacation ever!
The best summer of my life.
This is gonna be the best summer ever.
I wish this summer would never end. And that's why it was the best summer ever.
It's gonna be our best summer ever, buddy. Live from the Michelob Ultra Studios, produced by Colton Little, with Ty Richardson and Tommy Kraft. This is the Morning Rush.
Summer. So many memories. Just wish you could go back to being a kid, right? Where you didn't have any obligations.
I look at my kids and what they're doing, laying around the house, got their friends over, just in the pool, eating everything in the house. I'm not even going to tell you what the Walmart bill was last week for groceries. Unbelievable.
I feel like you're saying that and you're going to actually share with us.
No, I'm not. I'm embarrassed how bad it was.
Well, the problem for you and the problem for my dad back in the day was not only did we eat like pigs, myself and my brother, but our friends would come over constantly because we had the basketball court in the
100%. I'm
backyard.
not. It's not feeding my kids.
Yeah, it's
now,
everyone else.
I don't know. I don't remember Trenton or one of the kids. His mother sent over because she understood the pain, and the knock on the door. Domino's Pizza. Like 8 pieces. She said, "Hey, I know this. You know, all these kids over here. They've been here for days."
That is incredible.
And I thought, that is extremely thoughtful.
I always try. I'll say this. I was not.
So, if your kids are hanging out at someone else's house and they're out of your hair while you're at work and all that, send some pizzas. Send some DoorDash. Send something.
I am way more thoughtful at 31 than I was at 13 or 14 when I was their age. I think about that stuff. Like when I stay at a friend's person's house, out of town, I was trying. If it's just a guy, I'd say, "Hey, I'll bring beer. What do you want?" If it's a female, if it's his husband and wife, "Hey, what do you guys need?" Blah blah blah. I'm way more thinking. So
yeah,
props to her for
100%. Mad respect on that. I don't even know her. So
how many of the pizza slices do you eat?
None.
Did you take one of the box?
Because guess what we just had?
I don't know.
Pizza.
Oh.
We just ordered pizza like 3 hours before that. You think it bothered those kids? No. But I'll tell you this: as you parent kids and you worry and you bite your fingernails, I would much rather have them at my house.
Oh yeah.
Than roaming the mean streets.
You remember the clip in Landman where John Hamm? What's his name in that show? I can't remember.
Oh, because he dies off.
Yeah, and,
Monty.
So Monty is talking to Billy Bob Thornton,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like she goes to TCU, she drinks by the pool, and I
Mhm.
have her here talking about his daughter.
Yeah.
That I'm listening to that. It's like that makes sense.
Yeah.
If they're gonna be somewhere rather than be at your house than somewhere else.
Hey, when the workday is done, that's when the good stuff begins, like laying around my pool while I do all the cleaning and the vacuuming and whatever. But hey, whether it's fishing, off-roading, or just enjoying the great outdoors, Farm Credit of Western Arkansas can help make it happen. Visit myaglender.com or drop by any of Farm Credit of Western Arkansas's 25 locations today and start making more of your time off. I want to thank Ty for this wonderful
These are nice
hat. I'm showing it on camera now.
Looks good.
It says
Pristine.
College World Series. I'm going to be confused someday that we didn't go to the 26 Men's College World Series, but you got us a College World Series hat. Now,
Beautiful.
I look in my box this morning as I'm going through all the stuff in there, and I specifically asked for some DoubleTree cookies, which when you go there, and I haven't stayed at the right DoubleTree in a while, they give it to you in a little brown sack, and it's warm and right out of the oven or that little heating drawer that is underneath the front check-in desk.
Mm-hmm.
I have in my hand something here that says
Allergy friendly.
allergy-friendly, nut-free, vegan. What in the heck is this that you have brought me? This is not the DoubleTree cookie I was expecting.
I guess 2026 is more.
Did you bring Colton one?
He did. Is yours in one piece? Because mine was in crumbs.
Because there
when
is
I got
nothing
it.
better than the DoubleTree cookie.
I threw them. Tell me how that tastes. It probably tastes like bleep.
That's
it
not a DoubleTree cookie.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not telling you I'm not going to eat it.
It's not
Is this
good.
what they gave you at the hotel?
Mm-hmm. Why would
This?
Yeah.
You can get your money back.
I think
We're not. No more
never
DoubleTrees
stay
for
over
us.
again.
No more double.
You're cutting costs.
This
Giving you
is
organic
terrible
cookies.
I didn't
compared
even,
to what I expect.
I didn't even take advantage of the pool in the lobby, which was just one of the crazier.
Maybe
things
that's just a Kansas thing. I mean, they can't get a
It could
ballpark
be.
right. Maybe they can't get cookies right there.
Mhm.
You've never stayed at a DoubleTree in the day where
No,
they gave you the
I-
warm cookie?
I have.
It's like the most welcoming thing ever.
Maybe in 2026 they're trying to be inclusive.
Well, I'll pay more. We'll pay $1 or $2 more a night for the stay. Just give me my damn cookies.
The right cookies.
I want the allergens in there. Yeah.
Yes. I want the nuts. I don't want a vegan veg. What does it say on here?
Is it
And
nut
it's
free?
animal friendly.
This is allergy friendly, nut free vegan. I don't want that. I want a real DoubleTree cookie.
I threw the hats and the cookies in my backpack, which is why they got crumpled up, like Colton was saying.
I don't want a cookie that has a Best Buy date. You know what the Best Buy date is on this? Any guesses? January of 27. This isn't what I want. No. If this is what you're serving me in this day and time, DoubleTree, I'm done with you. Back to the Hampton Inn for me.
The Inn at the Mill still has the fresh cookies.
Yes. When I see Jennifer at the Inn at the Mill, there will be a fresh chocolate or macadamia nut cookie right there in that little glass deal, and you lift the lid off, and you hope they're not looking as you take a third cookie instead of just the one you're supposed to take. But
There's no limit sign on there.
well,
It just
probably
has the-
should be.
BE said you basically got us dog treats.
That's kind of what it tastes like.
Blame DoubleTree and Lawrence.
I'm not.
Hanson.
I mean, that's why I wanted to question it. Was this like the roadie they have for cookies? Because I've been known at a DoubleTree to go back by on checkout time and get a few for the road. Because you'll come up with, well, I didn't get my cookie when you checked in. They'll give you a few more. They'll give you as many as you want, more or less. But if this is what they're serving now, I have problems with you, DoubleTree.
Did you say earlier? Maybe I missed. Did you say I want the nuts?
You 100% did.
100%.
I have the timestamp. We're good.
Yes.
We're good.
Yes.
Okay. We're good.
I want allergy cookies. I want non-vegan. I want the nuts in the cookies. I don't want whatever this is.
Well, you can call up DoubleTree after the show and voice your displeasure.
This is an abomination. But thanks for the hat. It looks great.
Hat's great. Cookie not so much.
Cookie sucks.
All right. Tom's going to join us in a sec. Robert's up first. Go ahead, Robert. I know you had some thoughts on baseball.
Yesterday, I noticed a bunch of message boards talking about Dave needs to go or bring Vitello. Vitello is with the Padres. They're not going to fire him because he knows I'm a Dodger fan. We're going to be beating him out all the time until we change the money gap. He's just going to sit there and lose, and they know this. So it's like, wow, I don't even know where that's coming from. wanted to see what y'all's thoughts were. That's,
I think there's always frustration following the loss of a baseball season. I mean, I was there all weekend. I know there's plenty of other people that have watched and listened, Dave, more than I have this year.
What makes you mad in life? When you get mad, why are you mad?
A bad golf shot.
What is the root cause of anger?
Failure?
Nope. Colton, any guesses? I'm gonna lay some wisdom on you here.
Root cause.
I'm not a big
root
fan
cause
of
of anger and frustration. What causes it? And then you lash out and you say stupid stuff, like Fire Dave. I mean, just dumb stuff comes out of people's mouths. What causes that? In every walk of life, it's when you don't get what you expect.
Oh, okay, there you go.
That is the root of all anger and frustration in this world. Is when the outcome is not what you expected. Whether it's the traffic light turning red and the person and then it turns green and the person in front of you's looking at their phone and you miss the cycle. That's not what you expected. Whether it's the baseball team going to a super regional or whether it's the golf shot you hit, you expected it on the green and you laid the sod over it and it's 4 feet in front of you. You're angry and you're frustrated and you're upset because you didn't get the outcome. And that's exactly why people are saying things that make no sense about changing leadership. I mean, and it's a handful. Let's not paint a picture as though the fan base is up in arms. But it's okay to be disappointed. But let's not lash out with dumb stuff here.
I think, and I look at the conclusions this season in a couple different ways. Tom Murphy's going to join us in just a sec. Cole Hawk Sports, Arkansas Democrat Gazette, brought to you by the Arkansas Beef Council. You can look at it as this. 3 of the last 4 years you've lost in the regional, but 2 of the last 6 you made it to the College World Series semifinals.
And that's not enough for some.
It's glass half full versus.
But what do we expect every year when the season begins?
A team that's worthy of going to Omaha and that ends up there.
And then you get disappointed when this is what you end up with, and then you get mad because you had to go to Hogman Park or field or the backyard or whatever, and you're mad because someone threw beer on your grandma. So I mean, it just, and then you say something on a message board that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
and it's okay to be mad and upset.
Let's bring in Tom to the conversation. Tom, season ended on Sunday. Had 48 hours or so to reflect. How would you just characterize not just the end of the season, but the season overall for Arkansas baseball?
Yeah, good morning, guys. Always a pleasure. I would say that some of the stuff we saw early in the season, the up and down nature of many of their transfers, just kind of played out at the very end. I mean, TJ Pompey had some great moments and all, and then his defense lets down, and I don't think he hit a whole lot in the regional. And I'm not just singling him out. I think all the transfers didn't match up to the transfers from the year before. A couple of exceptions. I thought Damian Ruiz had a solid year. Ethan McElvain. But when you add it all up, I think Dave pointed out they just didn't have quite the starting pitching they needed, because essentially what it wound up being was Dietz, and then who knows?
Draw him out of a hat.
Draw him out of a hat, and Gackle out of the bullpen being better, and then Cole Gibler really not. And it's interesting. He pointed out that Gibler's curveball was electric as a freshman, and that he just didn't have it as much this year. So, in other words, missing one key piece in starting pitching, and then maybe a couple of other arms of depth, and then the up and down nature of their run production outside of basically Koziel and Helfrich, who, he had a couple of lulls as well. So they just didn't have the overall talent that they did the year before.
They needed to get one of those young guys on campus that ended up not making it, and it needed to really be from the start, Wiggins, then Dietz, and then you're figuring out the third. And that's a reasonable way to do it, and particularly if you have those young guys you can develop that you didn't get. But that's really, I mean, you want to boil it down, and, from an outsider not knowing nearly what Dave's going to tell us when he closes it up with his final press conference. If you had Wiggins, then Dietz, and then TBA, we're probably talking about a baseball game, this next weekend at Baum Walker.
Yeah, I mean, and we all know they were close anyway. I mean, there, a moment here or there, and say they don't get extended by Northeastern, and the pitching is on on fumes in Game 4, and who knows what they would have done had they had to play an if necessary game yesterday. But yeah, you're right. I mean, if Wiggins had been healthy, Matt Jones did a good job of detailing a guy they thought they were going to sign, the transfer from Ball State or somewhere.
Grego.
And he ended up signing a professional contract for a lot less than what he let on that it would take to get him. So he could have been your everyday shortstop, which wound up being a deal because Kojal's playing out of position, and then it has a domino effect on the bottom of your roster.
Tom Murphy with us, Whole Hog Sports, Arkansas Democrat Gazette, brought to you by the Arkansas Beef Council. You mentioned your coworker. I know one of the things he recently wrote about is the pending fifth year of eligibility in 26 and 27. Tom, how do you think that could affect this baseball roster with guys possibly getting another year?
Very interesting, and they will know. I mean, if the NCAA goes ahead and votes on it in June, then the guys will know whether or not they have that extra year leverage. And there's several players who, like you wouldn't mind having a Ruiz back. You wouldn't mind having a few other guys back, maybe some pitchers who could use another year of leverage as well. So, that's certainly going to shape Arkansas's roster composition should it pass. And it's such a common sense type of rule that you're like, okay, then they won't have to deal with these freaking waivers, Diego Pavia, Trinidad Chambliss type waivers, where guys are trying to get 6 years and that kind of stuff. It makes a ton of sense. And I hope, John Calipari, to hear him talk about it, you kind of get the sense of, why haven't they done this already? And I hope it goes through.
Speaking of Cal, notable news this morning, breaking. Arkansas is going to play in Phoenix this December, and Bud Walton next year against the Wildcats, and Tucson the following year, and then a neutral site a little closer here to Arkansas, bolstering the non-conference schedule this season. Tom, your kind of thoughts? Maybe you're just hearing this real time this morning.
No, I'd heard about it, and you know what I like about it? He just he'll play anybody. Arizona's on the rise.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's scared like they play Duke. He doesn't mind. He sells prospects on, look, not only are you going to get great training here, I've developed all these guys, but you're going to play the best of the best. You're going to be on TV all the time. You're going to play all over the country. They've been in Chicago, New Jersey, New York. Now they're going to be in this game. He creates fans' eyes on Arkansas basketball. Did it at Kentucky, and that's kind of what Arkansas fans had gotten used to under Nolan Richardson. That the national basketball writers and nationwide fans are paying attention to what's happening to Arkansas basketball.
Yeah, we were talking about this earlier. Last year, it was Duke, Michigan State, Louisville in the ACC, SEC Challenge. You had Texas Tech and Houston. He had 5 kind of marquee non-conference games spread out over November, December. What is the right number? How many of those should be on the road? How many should be at Bud Walton? How many should be at neutral sites?
I haven't thought about it, but I'll say this: 5 or 6 should be the cap on those massive type games.
Mm-hmm.
And don't play 2 at Walton Arena. I understand going to Dallas and Chicago and where they've gone. They played in St. Louis at Thanksgiving a couple of years ago. I get that. It's a marquee game. People who are home at Thanksgiving are watching that game all together, and it gets your program in the national spotlight.
Yeah.
But I like the idea of getting some of those in Walton Arena. And, there's been some. The Duke game a couple years ago was big. I know that was part of the challenge, but it's those type things are going to happen.
See, here's what I don't understand behind the scenes. I just don't have the knowledge on this, is the money that flows into these events and these made-for-TV games. Like when you played in Chicago against Illinois, you play, some of these games in neutral sites. Is the city itself, their tourism and visitors bureau, are they putting up some of the money? Or, because if it's all from ESPN or CBS, well, why do they care where the game's from? I mean, they just want the game on TV, right? So it could be at Bud Walton. So I got to believe there's some money that comes in from these venues that, hey, we want people to flood in here for Thanksgiving. We're willing to put up a few $1 million to generate tourism. That's the only thing that makes sense in my head, and why you can't do more of these home and home.
Exactly. I haven't given a ton of thought on that, but I think you're probably onto something there. That there are these organizations now that do that kind of thing more frequently than before, and they probably are saying, "Here's the deal. We're going to give this much money, and then everyone else can work out the details." But that makes sense to me.
Yeah, because I'm with what we're asking fans to pay, what they have to donate, what the tickets now cost, the full cost to get in the door. I don't think it's, you need at least a third of those games need to occur in front of your home fans. That should be the goal.
Yeah, I get you, and I get, Tommy, that you're always standing up for the home fans and what your season ticket's going to get you, because you're putting out primo money for that, and you deserve to get some of these games at home.
Yeah, because we know next year I say we know, I would assume the ACC-SEC game will be on the road because you had Louisville here, so it would only make sense that is not going to be a game that occurs at Bud Walton.
Chapel Hill or Durham.
We don't know where yet, but you feel like that's a game you're not going to get, and you understand why. But, yeah, there needs to be a couple games this year that you feel like you're getting your money's worth in November and December.
You do. And side note, guys, I had been to Lawrence and Topeka one time before this. But I'm telling you, you feel it in Allen Fieldhouse. I bet Ty can attest to this. Walking, there's that corridor, and I talked about it with y'all last week too. But then I also did some other touring in the facility. The rules of basketball, this Naismith audio that you can listen to. Fog Allen Fieldhouse is a mecca. I mean, that's one of the top 5, got to be top 5 or top 10 arenas in all of college basketball because of its history.
We need to play Kansas in every sport. I mean, they're regional. You can drive back and forth. We should play them. And I know they play Missouri in football. That's a big deal for Kansas and Missouri and their fans. But, I mean, you just think about the location, the ease of travel, the expenses you would save. Kansas should be someone that Arkansas has a scheduling partnership with.
You and I have been blowing that horn, but before OU joined the conference, playing Oklahoma and everything would just make tons of sense. I'm glad they're playing Oklahoma State in football coming up, and hopefully that thing gets kind of renewed. But I agree. I mean, and the thing about playing Kansas in football is, that's more of a level that you've got a really solid chance of winning the game. Much like, some of the other series they renewed recently, Texas Tech and TCU and all that. All those Southwest Conference rivalries make sense, and so does Kansas.
All right, Tom. We'll leave it there, man. Thursday, I guess we'll. I don't know what are we gonna talk about on Thursday? You got any idea?
We're gonna have to start. We're gonna be forced to talk about football at some point, guys.
Yeah, 90.
We will.
5 days out.
Yeah, and guys, the moment has passed. But I know you wanted to tout the fact that I nailed what DVH's response would be on whose ball that was at the fence between Ruiz and New, and I feel vindicated.
All right, Tommy, I got to tell you this. We're in the media room right next to the press conference room. It's myself, Matt Jones, Jackson Fuller, Tom, and a few other Kansas people. Tom and Matt are arguing about the Ruiz and Ruiz collision and like a new collision.
Right.
And I sided with Matt because I thought Matt was right. I thought it was Ruiz's ball. Tom asked a question about like an errors or something, and DVH was like, yeah, that was Micah New's ball, and Ruiz ran into him. And I looked, I smiled, and I had to hold myself from laughing during the postgame of Arkansas's loss to their season because I knew I was holding it.
Why would you doubt Tom ever?
Listen, Tom, I'm sorry. As you said, you're vindicated, and now you're vindicated on these airwaves as well, in addition to Dave's comments after.
I'll keep working on him, Tom.
To me, it was a bit of a toss-up, but I've always been thought if the center fielder can get to it, he needs. But here's what happened. They're calling for it, probably both of them. They're both running full speed. You can't hear as well. And the fans are out there in that backyard were very loud, so they didn't hear each other. And Dave was right. I thought Ruiz would have caught it or New would have caught it, but they just kind of collided. I take that back. New was running full speed. Ruiz, you could see, was kind of gauging it. He slowed down a little. The TV view made it look like it was Ruiz's ball. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Good stuff, Tom.
Got you guys.
See you, buddy.
Tom Murphy with us every Tuesday. It's brought to you by the Arkansas Beef Council. Guys, we have a winner. We've been telling you for weeks about the best burger in Arkansas, the Ozark Farmhouse in Clinton, the Little Blue Market in Pocahontas. Oaf's Food Trailer and Delight, Mama's Diner in Pine Bluff, and Bobby's Cafe in North Little Rock. And we have a winner. And the winner of the Best Burger, the 3rd annual Arkansas Best Burger Contest, is Oaf's Food Trailer in Delight. You ever been to Delight?
I'm on Google Maps right
Delight's between Nashville and Arkadelphia, Murfreesboro, down that way. So we need to make a trip to Oaf's Food Trailer, and it's EOFF 'S. I think I'm right in saying Oaf's, but looks delicious, and congratulations to them. Thanks to everyone that voted. And we'll do it again next year for the 4th annual Best Burger Contest. You can see all the details online. Go to Facebook and search out Arkansas Beef Council, or check out their website as well and get all the details. That is up there, and congratulations to those guys in getting the Best Burger of the Year in Arkansas. The 3rd annual burger eating contest. Go to arkansasbeef.org for more details.
All right, you got 7 teams still left in the NCAA Baseball Championship. We'll give you some of the matchups coming up. You've also got a big-time commitment for Mark Pope and Kentucky. We'll talk more about Arkansas and Arizona as well. Stay with us. The Morning Rush rolls on next.
Tune in to June with Lewis Automotive for your next ride, where you'll get top trade values and massive savings. Lewis Automotive, serving Northwest Arkansas for 80 years strong. This is the Morning Rush.
Introducing Taco Bell's new jalapeno citrus salsa. With bright citrus, real red jalapenos, guajillo chiles. Usually, you add sauce to the food, but when the sauce is this good, the food is just there to get the sauce to your mouth. That rolled quesadilla, not a rolled quesadilla anymore. Now it's a sauce shovel. Taco Bell's jalapeno citrus salsa. Get it with any item on the Cantina chicken menu while it's here. At participating U.S. Taco Bell locations for a limited time only. While supplies last, contact store for availability.
They say consistency is the key to success. They weren't wrong. So how about grabbing a beer that's consistently smooth, consistently refreshing, and consistently light? You might just find that the road to success can be pretty enjoyable. Michelob Ultra, the perfect balance of taste and refreshment, and only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
For 33 years, Manfield's Automotive Parts City Auto Parts has been trusted as your one-stop for all your vehicle needs. Get a great deal on a Superstar battery and any of the products you need for the do-it-yourself upkeep on your car or truck. When you need work done, Mansfield Automotive Parts City Auto Parts does everything from oil changes, brakes, alignments, diagnostic work, air conditioning, and more. Mansfield Automotive Parts City Auto Parts in downtown Mansfield is open 8 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and 8 to 1 on Saturdays.
When it's time to stock the bar, fill the cooler, or grab the perfect bottle, stop by River Point Wine and Spirits. You'll love our clean, organized store, full of all the best liquor, wine, and beer at the right price. At River Point, we're a family-owned business where customer service is always our priority. So come stock up for game night, date night, or the weekend ahead. Your journey, our spirit. River Point Wine and Spirits, Grand Avenue and I-540.
Do you feel that, Arkansas? The Lotto jackpot is now more than $1 million. Why should you care? Because this $1 million+ prize can only be won in Arkansas. There are 2 Lotto drawings every week, and the jackpot keeps growing until there's a winner. Join the fun and play Lotto today. A $2 ticket could change your life. Get yours in stores today. Call 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
Hey, it's Wes Pruitt from 4-Star Sports Media. Before they make it to the majors, they make their mark right here in Northwest Arkansas. The Naturals are about to light up the diamond in 4-Star Sports Media as you cover it on every base. From rising stars to unforgettable moments, it all starts here with 4-Star Sports Media. Podcasts, live shows, and expert takes all in one place. 4star.live on web and 4-Star Sports M on X. Your 24/7 home for sports coverage from every possible angle.
Wes, how many people can a large pizza feed?
About 4.
So I should tell Cousin Jeff 1.
Oh, wow. He's a big eater.
The biggest. He once got kicked out of an all-you-can-eat diner. Because they ran out of food. How many can a small pizza feed?
I'd say 2.
Our small pizza at $15 is a meal for 2? We should advertise this. That goat'll hunt.
Dog.
What you call me?
That dog will hunt.
Wes, dogs are man's best friend. Goats are the true hunters.
Goats?
Billy Goat Jr.'s Grammy was trained to chase squirrels, cats, birds, and rabbits. We could hear her for miles through the brush. And she'd circle them right to us.
You're not serious.
As serious as a meal for 2 for $15.
You're an interesting cat.
What you call me?
A meal for 2 for $15. Eat Jim's RazorbackPizza.com.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
The SEC is the best conference in America.
The tough will survive in this game, and I feel like the SEC is the toughest.
Arkansas is the SEC champion. You know, every game is a dogfight. We're about the tough there is. Week in and week out, you're going to play some of the best, the biggest, the fastest.
But this afternoon is a day for the Razorbacks to celebrate. Arkansas wins the tournament.
Where opponents' dreams come to die.
This is your SEC update on the Morning Rush.
Toxie in the air to center. Burris going back. That ball is gone. It's gone. Dayton Toxie sends Oklahoma to Super Regionals.
Who do you root for there? OU or Kansas?
The team that beat you.
Yeah, I would say it'd be nice. If you had to choose one, it'd be
Probably
Kansas.
ugly to root for a tornado or a flood or
95 innings.
something, but that's a tough one there. I guess I'll lean. I mean, I'm not rooting for Oklahoma, so I guess I will root for Kansas.
Rooting for Kansas by default, essentially. They're playing this weekend. Could have been in Palm Walker if you'd beaten Jayhawks.
I mean, doesn't that make you sick?
UCLA and Georgia Tech go down.
Past the Tums, yeah.
Mm-hmm. You got 7 SEC teams left: Georgia, Texas, Ole Miss, Mississippi State, Bama, Oklahoma, and Auburn. 2 SEC matchups: Auburn against Ole Miss and Mississippi State against Georgia. Go Bulldogs! Go. Well, I guess I got to clarify. Go Maroon Bulldogs!
So there are 3 super regionals in the state of Alabama.
Troy,
Auburn,
and Bama.
Yeah.
St. John's, Ole Miss, and Little Rock coming into town.
How about Auburn coming from the losers bracket? I mean, that was
after
pretty gutsy.
Mm-hmm. I was hoping the Panthers, Milwaukee would close it out. They were not able to. Another SEC outcome this weekend, not in the conference's favor, was Kentucky and West Virginia. Did you see the scene and the aftermath after West Virginia won? You know, Rich Rod's back there.
One of the better sing-alongs in American folklore. Very hard to sing this one sober.
This is my go. We had the go-to karaoke question a week or so ago, and this is always mine because, again, the goal of karaoke should get the entire crowd to sing in so it drowns out your bad voice. And in this case, like you said, most people are not sober when they're singing this song. I don't know if there was a single person in Morgantown, West Virginia that didn't have a BAC that you could drive with following that win over Kentucky, which they came back the day before, and then they came back yesterday, too.
Better sing-along, Sweet Caroline or Country Roads?
Country Roads is too long. I feel like Sweet Caroline's a little tighter.
Country Roads is not even about the state of West Virginia. It's about the western part of the state of Virginia. That adoption of that song has always confused me.
They've taken it though.
Yeah.
They've taken it. I don't know how many Cavaliers and Hokies fans are singing Country Roads.
Arkansas by Chris Stapleton just doesn't have the sing-along factor for us to adopt that.
So almost every SEC stadium has figured out their third quarter song to get people jacked up and ready to go. And we have our, but it doesn't, it's just not.
Hey, Jude.
Don't
get the afternoon guys started.
It's just not there for us, unfortunately. Like, you don't have that synonymous song. Like, I like Arkansas, and I like like after a touchdown or something, blaring that and stuff. But you don't have like that synonymous song.
Got to get down to Arkansas. You just doesn't have that flow to it.
Billy says "Hog Wild" by Hank Williams Forever. I did like.
Yeah.
I do like. You don't seem as.
But I mean,
enthused.
that's fine. It's not a. We just don't have a sing along that we have adopted, like the Red Sox have "Sweet Caroline," like West Virginia.
Well,
I mean, we don't have one that makes that fits. That's their song.
SEC. I mean, you just Oklahoma after Toby Keith's passing. I think they play a different Toby Keith song in the third quarter. Tennessee has Morgan Wallen. Florida has Petty. Why am I blanking on his first name? Tom Petty can't back down. Alabama, Dixieland Delight.
Right.
I mean, again, every single
by the band.
Every
Alabama.
single SEC team like has that specific song, and or most of them, and we don't.
Yeah. All right, that's the SEC updates brought to you by the Inn at the Mill. We were talking about them earlier. They got the good cookies, not this stuff that Ty brought back. They got good cookies when you check in there late afternoon, evening. Great welcome to it. Great breakfast to start the day, your next morning. Big, oversized suite, fast internet, comfortable bed, everything you need. But I'm telling you, above all that, the location right off the Johnson exit 69 is perfect. So whether you're going north to Benton County or south to the stadium or whatever is on your agenda for work or play, the Inn at the Mill is the perfect place to stay. 479-443-1800 for your reservation. 443-1800 or again online at innatthemill.com.
JT wants to know, are there any good funeral parlor songs? Because that's what Razorback Stadium feels like right now. I am curious.
We need a church hymn, I guess.
We had the conversation surrounding that 11 a.m. Georgia game. We're a long way out from September the 12th. I think this is when that game is. I do wonder what that first real crowd looks like, because North Alabama, whatever, and I say September 5th, it's the 19th because you play Salt Lake City on the 12th. I do wonder what that first initial crowd looks like.
I wonder what the first crowd looks like September 5th. I mean, with, again, what you pay, for some people, it might be the game you can get free tickets to or, reduced tickets if you didn't buy season tickets. I suspect as the single game tickets go on sale with the U of A, there's going to be a bounty full for North Alabama. Who's going to show up that first home game of the year? We always downplay that because of opponent, but for a lot of people, it's the start of something new. You want to see the team. It's your first chance.
Yeah.
It's a holiday weekend oftentimes. I think we overlook it because it's not the name opponent. I'm interested to see, is there 60 to 65,000 there for game one?
I also,
because that will tell you if 65,000 show up for that game, there's more excitement than we state, than we think.
Means we've been.
We've underestimated the fan base.
Downplaying or minimizing is the right word. Maybe we miscalculated the level. Yeah. If it is indeed like you're saying. With
now, you go and you don't look very good against Northern Alabama or North Alabama, and then that crowd, that hope that some people come to see it for themselves in person. Well, that could hurt you down the road,
too.
Yeah,
we talked about this a little bit. I can't remember if it was yesterday or Friday, but the Utah line's like 7.5. The Utes are favored. That's not egregious. Like, I don't know if that's more about Utah or more about us.
Wish I could go to that game. Wish the schedule worked out for my work schedule worked out for me to go out there, but that's a challenge. I mean, two of your first four games. I mean, you've if you're not 2-2 when it's over, if you're 3-1, you are so far ahead of schedule after your first four that that'd be unbelievable.
I would just gloss.
But if you're anything less than 2-2, Houston, we have a problem.
You saying
Hunter, we have a problem.
Tulsa is a.
I'm saying if you lose either one of those, I mean, it's all to me. Utah and Georgia, it's all about how you play, how you look. Do you look like you've become a better football program under a new administration? Because I don't expect to win either one of those games.
Mm-hmm. But you'd rather not lose by 4 touchdowns at home. And that was part of what got Sam canned, is because they were competitive on the road. Like, I don't have the stats in front of me, but even that 23 season, you lost by combined or on average of a touchdown or less in these top 25 matchups. And even think about, again, I'm not making excuses, but I'm pointing out what the teams did. They were tough on the road. Knoxville, you lost by 3. Ole Miss, you lost by 5 or 6 or whatever that, maybe it was 7. You lost by 1 to Memphis. I mean, all these road games, environments you went to, even after Sam got fired, you still battled, with the exception of like Texas. It's just when you come home and you get excited and then you lose 52-10, it's like
the Notre Dame game
doing?
and that outcome and such a big crowd there. That was all she wrote. So, hey, talking about travel and places to go and things to do. Tell you every day about Gaston's White River Resort. It's the place we like to get away, unwind, relax, and it's the perfect spot here in our state for you to do that. And if you're thinking about vacation plans this summer, we've mentioned this, pretty regularly to you. Gas prices are just under $4 a gallon across our state. Why spend all that money on plane tickets or drive into Florida or go into the beach when you can go to Gaston's and have memories that will last a lifetime for your kids, for your grandkids, for you? I promise you, if you'll try it once, you'll never skip Gaston's in any summer again. 870-431-5202. Restaurant on site for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Most of their cabins and lodges have private kitchens or full kitchen in them, so you can cook breakfast if you want, have sandwiches and stuff in the room, eat dinner in the restaurant, or they've got grills. If you want to cook all your meals, you're welcome to do that as well. Great pool that's new within the last 2 years. They got a great pool for the kids to enjoy, workout facility, and a whole lot more. It's the full deal. 870-431-5202. Gaston's White River Resort. A first-class time. Every time.
Streaming live from hitthatline.com.
Thank you, all the fans that traveled from Arkansas. Thank you. Thank you.
You're listening to The Morning Rush.
Tell me who's in the house tonight, UK?
This is The Morning Rush.
Tommy Kraft here. When it came time for new gates and some fence repairs at my home, the Fence Man was my first call. The Fence Man does it all, from large commercial jobs to small residential repairs. Wood privacy fence, vinyl fence, commercial or residential chain link, even custom wrought iron fencing. 479-782-3936. 18 months, same as cash financing with approved credit is now available. If it involves fencing, the Fence Man does it. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work. 479-782-3936.
It's a dandy white perch. Big old slab. C'est bon, sacalé.
One beautiful crappie.
It's a paper mouth. Some serious crappie. Nice speck.
We got crappie.
They might go by different names, but all prefer the same thing. Bobby Garland, America's favorite white perch, slab, sockeye, papermouth, crappie, speck, crappie baits.
I call it dinner.
Kevin Hart here to tell you all about Taco Bell's new jalapeno citrus salsa. Hey guys, I kind of feel like you're chopping off my head a little bit. I'm the money. Don't forget that. It's spicy, balanced with a sweet and tangy citrus touch that makes everything taste even better. And the best part is it comes with. I kind of still feel like you ain't got all of me. The best part is it comes with anything on the Cantina menu. So you better try it before it's gone.
New jalapeno citrus salsa, the sauce with more main character energy than Kevin Hart.
Lewis Automotive has been serving Northwest Arkansas for over 75 years and just getting started.
Our knowledgeable sales team is here to find you the perfect vehicle to fit not only your lifestyle, but also your budget.
Our factory-trained service technicians keep your vehicle running at optimal level.
And if you're looking for genuine parts and accessories, our team has exactly what you need.
Relax in our comfortable lounge. And when your car's ready, we'll return it to you spotless.
Thank you for being a part of our story.
Come see us at Lewis Automotive Group, where you're more than a customer, you're family.
If your Razorback closet needs an upgrade, the University of Arkansas Game Day Collection is what you are looking for, only at Roback.com. They have brand new Arkansas hoodies and polos that are selling fast. Go to Roback.com to check out their new apparel. That's Roback.com, RHOBACK.com. Use the code RUSH26 for 20% off your first order. Roback, where action meets comfort.
David Bowie got more fame with his #1 hit titled Fame. John Lennon co-wrote and sounded some of the high notes. The last line in the first verse sums it up. Fame puts you there where things are hollow. John 12:43 tells us that many people rejected Jesus because they love the fame of people more than the praise of God. Is it any wonder you get more fame by rejecting the name of Jesus? I'm Pastor Heath from Woodland. Think about it.
Hello, this is Sebastian County Assessor Zach Johnson here to remind you to assess your personal property by May 31st to avoid late penalty. You can do this in person at one of our 3 locations, over the phone, or online by going to www.countyservice.net. I would also like to remind any current homeowners or any individuals buying their homes on contract to contact our office and check on your eligibility for the homestead tax credit. Contact us today to see if you qualify. The homestead tax credit could save you up to $600 off your tax bill.
So I had pain in my feet for a good 20 years.
It felt like I was standing on marbles.
Something wasn't working with my feet. Was diagnosed with plantar fasciitis.
If your feet aren't comfortable, the rest of the body suffers.
So I went into the Good Feet store and bam. They wanted to make sure that they gave me the right arch support.
You put in the arch supports. To me, it was almost miraculous.
It really brought me back to being able to be me.
I can run, I can walk. This is not something that you could solve online.
Reclaim the good life with the free arch support fitting at the Good Feet store. Good feet, good life.
Tommy Kraft here. When it came time for new gates and some fence repairs at my home, the Fence Man was my first call. The Fence Man does it all, from large commercial jobs to small residential repairs. Wood privacy fence, vinyl fence, commercial or residential chain link, even custom wrought iron fencing. 479-782-3936. 18 months, same as cash financing with approved credit is now available. If it involves fencing, the Fence Man does it. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work. 479-782-3936.
It's a dandy white perch. Big old slab. C'est bon, sacalé.
One beautiful crappie.
It's a paper mouse.
Some serious crappie.
Nice speck.
We got crappies.
Doesn't have to be a specific one. I just need one. And you got to call in for your chance to win a $25 CJ's Butcher Boy Burgers gift card. Burgers, fries, shakes. You're going to get all at CJ's Butcher Boy Burgers. Russellville, Fayetteville. Just dynamite. It's unbelievable. Plus, Keith, they still have the burger seasoning, too, in the bottles. You put that on anything. I know you put that on everything. Not just anything, on everything. CJ's Butcher Boy Burgers. When all you do are burgers, which, honestly, they do more than burgers. They do a lot. It's always the best at CJ's Butcher Boy Burgers. All right. Colton, who we got up?
Austin is up first. He is in Springdale.
All right, Austin. Give me just one nickname for Babe Ruth.
The Great Bambino.
That'll work.
You never heard of the Salted SWAT? The Titan of Terror. The Colossus of Clout? The Colossus of Trout. The King of Crash, man.
So, I lied.
Oh, yeah, the Great Bambino. Of course. I thought you said the Great Bambi. That wimpy deer.
Wimpy deer.
Austin, good job. Good job. Threw y'all a hanging curve today. That was going to be easy to get. We do this every single Tuesday. We give away a $25 gift card to CJ's Butcher Boy Burgers. Austin just won one, and hopefully you'll get a chance to win one next week. I was texting with Keith last week. Keith is, we were talking about food earlier, New Orleans. Keith is a Chicago-style pizza fan. And
that's deep dish, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, miss me with that.
And, you're not a...
no, I don't do deep dish.
Well,
I'm a thin guy. I like thin crust.
You've got to learn on that because it's really good. And he sent me, I think it was Nancy's. Keith's always recommended baseball stuff and also food. He's just a good overall dude. So stop on and by and see him again in both Russellville and Fayetteville and get a burger, fried, apple pie shake while there. Can't beat the apple pie shake. Couple things as we close out the show here on this Tuesday. Notable trades in the National Football League. 2 former SECers, Myles Garrett, A.J. Brown, A&M, Ole Miss, moving places.
Mm-hmm.
A.J. Brown reported for a while, could end up in New England, now going to Foxborough. And then Myles Garrett is heading to Los Angeles.
Adam Schefter on A.J. Brown. Adam, what's the latest?
All right, Laura, the trade is in. It is official. A.J. Brown is being traded to the
Philadelphia Eagles. It's going to be for a 2028 first-round pick. It's also going to be for a 2027 fifth-round pick.
I don't know which one is more notable. I know the Patriots, Drake May. I mean, you got some guys there like Diggs and just adding to his arsenal as a young quarterback, I think is going to be a very, very big deal and a big help. Vrabel's coached him in Nashville and Tennessee, so there's that connection there. But Los Angeles, you think about what they used to have in Aaron Donald up the middle. Now they got one of the best, if not the best pass, and probably I say one of the best pass rusher in the National Football League in Myles Garrett. I know Stafford and McVay weren't exactly happy about them drafting a quarterback early. Who did they draft, by the way? Why am I blanking?
Simpson.
Yeah, Ty Simpson, who has a connection to the GM through his father.
Does, yeah.
Okay.
They're looking to the future with that.
But this is a big pickup if you're a Los Angeles Rams fan.
Well, the Rams have a window right now. I mean, they have one of the great receivers in the league in Devontae Adams, who I think led the league last year in touchdown receptions. And then you have a great young route runner and extremely talented wide receiver in Puka Nacua. The Rams have a serious window right now that they're trying to contend to get back into the promised land of the NFL where they were during Stafford's first year there in Los Angeles. And like you said, Ty, whenever you bolster that defensive front with the best pass rusher in football, it's only going to get better. And you mentioned Aaron Donald. There are true and honest-to-God murmurs. There are real rumors that are going now through the grapevine. They might bring him back. He might be interested in coming back to run it back one more time because he's got a little bit of help there on the defensive line. And if that's the case, this is just conjecture. It's not true yet. But if that was the case, you'd only be asking your cornerbacks and your defensive backs to cover receivers for maybe 1 or 2 seconds before Aaron Donald or Myles Garrett is back there in the opposing team's backfield. So big stuff for the Rams. They have a window they're trying to maximize right now. Yes, they have to wade through some of the awkwardness that's there in that quarterback room with taking Ty Simpson, even though I'm sure that makes Matt Stafford a little bit uncomfortable in ways. He's also an MVP, so he's not probably too worried about that. But A.J. Brown up to New England, that makes that receiving core up there for a guy that was in the Super Bowl last year, and Drake May, a whole lot better. So I don't think they're going anywhere anytime soon, which brings my Dolphin heart much, much dismay.
And on this subject, I know we're a ways out from, I guess, the second weekend of September when the National Football League will get going. It's that
99
Thursday.
days. 99 days. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Where are we at on Patrick Mahomes' recovery? He's doing better than initially he was expected to be at this point, right?
Yeah, he's kind of, that injury was going to take a little bit to recover from, but he's coming back a little bit slowly. And look, if you're a Kansas City Chiefs fan, you've the hope that you've had going into every single offseason and going into the next season, it's probably not quite at the same level as it used to be, but you still have to feel comfortable knowing that if this guy does get back and he's 100% healthy, that there's no better right arm in the entire game of football than what Mahomes can give to you. But in terms of who's out there catching passes for him and how that offense is able to, attack defenses the way they have for several years, it's a different cast of characters now. So a little bit different there in Kansas City.
We mentioned earlier, I know we were close to KC and Lawrence. It's not all the way a suburb of Kansas City. I think Oklahoma City's a little closer to Norman than Lawrence is to KC, but it's pretty close. We mentioned earlier Matt Norlander's story of CBS Sports that Arkansas will play Arizona in basketball December 19th, which I think is the first college football playoff game day.
Yes, that is correct.
The following year will be played at Bud Walton Arena, supposedly the same year you play Michigan State. Then the next year it'll be in Tucson, home of the Arizona's campus, and then the following year it's a neutral site. Is Kansas City in Sprint Center? Is that a possibility? You got Dallas, and they're moving. Tommy and I were talking about this earlier. They're moving out of American Airlines.
Yeah.
North Dallas.
That's probably what I would do. Somewhere in Texas probably makes a lot of sense. You want to keep it on the same, I guess, whatever you call it, latitude and longitude there, I guess, to make it a little easier for them. But I'm excited about that. That's a really good basketball team. It's a good coach, and Sean Miller that I know is going to make, whatever his name is. I forget his name.
Tommy Lloyd.
Tommy Lloyd. I get those guys confused. It's a good coach over there in Tommy Lloyd that obviously we saw firsthand what Arizona could do for you. So get a little comeuppance next year and then, have that to be a good home and away series, a little neutral site. Where does Phoenix play? Is it still Talking Stick or is it? They have a new name now. I forget. These NBA teams change arena names every 2 years. So I forget where it is. But that should be fun to go watch that game in Phoenix too next year. That'd be a really enjoyable one.
It says Mortgage Matchup Center.
That's a cool name. That's a cool name.
It's the Mater Indoor Arena in downtown Phoenix, formerly known as the Footprint Center. Phoenix Arena and other names.
See, it's changed
Again,
names
it used
3
to be
times since I
like,
knew what it was.
I'm always going to think of the Lakers Arena as Staples Center.
Yes.
And I know it's the Western Forum before that, and it was a different arena. But was it CryptoCon now?
Cryptocurrency.
Yeah,
Crypto Arena,
that's
something.
just I
Don't know.
feel weird. It's like to me, Little Rock, North Little Rock's always Alltel. I know it's
A now defunct cell phone company.
yeah, I don't know. That's where I go on a lot of those old arena names. I just stay with them. All right, well, that's going to do it for us here on this Tuesday. Coming up, halftime, Cold and Little, Christian Johnson, QB1, Mr. Matt Jones. They got you for the next 3 hours, and then following that, I'm used to saying Ruskin and Zach, but Zach and friends. Is that what he's calling it the next 2 weeks?
Arns and Company, maybe.
Arns and Company. That's better. All right, so for Cold and Little and Tommy Kraft, I'm Ty Richardson. Halftime coming up next.
Attention skilled craftsmen, Bath Makeover of Arkansas is hiring only the best that the natural state has to offer. If you're ready for your next